This is TY back with another video, and I wanted to talk about the fight that happened last night between Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Man, what a fight that was last night. Coming into the fight, I thought Teofimo Lopez was gonna come in here and just smash dude. I'm just gonna be honest. I didn't think George Kambosos was gonna do what he did, but I'm happy that he did, because the video I did, my last video I just did, I was kind of very critical of Teofimo, because like I said, you want your fighters to fight the best fighters, and me personally, I don't think Teofimo's trying to do that. Like I said, if he would have beat George Kambosos, then he would have been trying to move up, and it would have been this ducking game with him not wanting to fight Devin Haney. It just would have been just a lot of BS. So congratulations to George Kambosos first and foremost, for him winning those titles. And now I hope that, we can get, if Devin Haney can get past Jojo Diaz, I hope that we can get undisputed now at 135 for all the belts. And now that Teofimo Lopez is out the way. George Kambosos came in first round, he was doing his thing. Teofimo, clearly you could see he was trying to knock out George Kambosos. He was throwing everything in his might to try to knock out George Kambosos in the first round. But then Kambosos hit him with that shot, boy, with that right. I think it was a right hand that he got caught with, and Teofimo Lopez went down. And, I think, what was it, round 10, I want to say? It was either round 10 or 11. One of those rounds, Teofimo Lopez had dropped George Kambosos. But clearly the whole fight, man, Kambosos was doing his thing, man. Teofimo Lopez didn't look right. Obviously, he just, like I said, he was looking for the knockout. And, he put a lot of pressure on himself, and then he talked a lot of stuff going into the fight. He talked a lot of stuff. He talked about how he was the man. He made it seem like he was the face of boxing. He was the man, or these things of that nature. It's just like, bruh, you beat Lomachenko, and that was last year. That was great. You come into this fight, and you had a mandatory against George Kambosos, and then you go out here, and then, you were supposed to fight him. Then you had all these network situations, all these network problems. And so now, it's just like, it was just a lot of craziness with the fight. And then shout out, and then again, kudos to George Kambosos to, sticking through the storm, sticking through the fire, because there could have been plenty of times he could have dropped out of the fight, but he didn't do it. He still stayed with it. And he still continued to train. He still continued to work his butt off for the fight, and it paid off in the end. Again, then after the post-fight, Teofimo Lopez complained and talked about how he won the fight, and the fight wasn't even close. And he said that the fight was maybe 10-2. It's like, I don't know. If you look at Teofimo Lopez's face, it does not really display that it was really 10 rounds to 2. So so you've been getting beat up that whole time, and you telling me, nah, bro, nah. So, where does Teofimo Lopez go from here? I'm assuming that he's looking to move up to 140 now. But my thing is, I don't know who he's gonna. I feel like he's gonna have trouble fighting guys like Josh Taylor, Regis Prograis, just to name a couple. I think that he's gonna have trouble fighting those guys, because those guys will be a handful for him. And I don't know, man. I guess that's what happens when you talk a lot of stuff, and You know, you don't be a man of your word. You don't do what you're supposed to do, you know. And you know, and then when you duck people, you know, and then when you're out here claiming that you're undisputed, but you're not. So, you know, again, this is what happens in the sport of boxing, man, when you play games. When you play games and you play around and you do things and you ain't, you know, you're supposed to be training, you're supposed to be focusing. Stuff like this happens in boxing. So, again, kudos to George Kambosos Jr. on his victory. And hopefully we get that Devin Haney fight, that unification fight between them two. And I'm just glad Teofimo Lopez is out the way, honestly. So like the video, subscribe to the doggone channel. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, let me know what you guys think about the fight. Did y'all have George Kambosos winning the fight, or did you have Teofimo Lopez winning the fight? Comment down below. Again, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Peace.